Alcatraz Island, sitting ominously in the chilly waters of San Francisco Bay, was once the most notorious maximum security prison in America. Known as the Rock, Alcatraz was specifically designed to be escape-proof. But what made Alcatraz truly inescapable, and why has nobody definitively succeeded in fleeing this infamous island? Built on an isolated island surrounded by freezing waters and strong, unpredictable currents, Alcatraz housed America's most dangerous and cunning criminals. Notorious inmates like Al Capone, Machine Gun Kelly, and Robert Stroud, famously known as the Birdman of Alcatraz, found themselves behind its walls, where escape seemed impossible. Prison officials boasted that no inmate could survive the deadly swim to the mainland, and the conditions within the prison were designed to crush even the most determined spirits. Yet, despite the odds, there were daring attempts. From 1934 to 1963, there were 14 recorded escape attempts involving 36 inmates. Each attempt carried its own story of desperate ingenuity and bravery, but almost all ended tragically. Many prisoners drowned, others were recaptured immediately, and some vanished, their fates forever shrouded in mystery. Perhaps the most famous escape attempt happened in 1962, when 3 inmates, Frank Morris and brothers John and Clarence Anglin, made an audacious bid for freedom. The trio meticulously crafted dummy heads from soap and human hair to fool guards during nighttime checks, then navigated through a ventilation shaft onto the roof and scaled down to the shore. They fled into the dark waters on makeshift rafts and life vests constructed from stolen raincoats. The next morning, the guards discovered their empty cells. An exhaustive search began, turning up fragments of the raft but no sign of the inmates. The FBI conducted an extensive investigation, eventually concluding that the escapees most likely drowned in the bay's unforgiving currents. Yet, the absence of definitive proof and occasional sightings reported years later have fueled speculation and conspiracy theories that these men might have beaten Alcatraz's harsh reputation. Other notable attempts included the Battle of Alcatraz, in 1946, a violent siege that lasted 2 days and resulted in the deaths of 2 guards and 3 prisoners. The failed attempt underscored the lethal risks inmates faced when challenging Alcatraz's security. Every failed escape attempt reinforced the prison's grim reputation, further cementing its image as an inescapable fortress. So why exactly was Alcatraz so difficult to escape from? Beyond the obvious physical barriers, frigid waters, strong tides, and its isolation, there were also psychological factors. The island prison was a fortress of despair designed to strip away hope. High security measures, constant surveillance, and the sheer psychological burden of isolation broke many inmates' willpower before escape plans could even begin. Guards patrolled relentlessly, and prisoners lived under constant watch, facing severe punishment for even the smallest infractions. In addition, the structure of the prison itself played a significant role in preventing escapes. Thick concrete walls, reinforced steel doors, and sophisticated locking mechanisms made any breach extremely difficult. Each cell was designed to be small and stark, offering minimal privacy and comfort, further eroding any semblance of morale among the inmates. The layout of the prison was deliberately complicated, with numerous guard towers, searchlights, and alarms strategically placed to detect and quickly respond to any suspicious activity. Alcatraz officially closed in 1963 due to high operating costs and deteriorating infrastructure, but its reputation as an impenetrable fortress endures. The prison is now a tourist attraction, drawing millions eager to experience its haunting legacy firsthand. Visitors wander its empty halls, peering into the tiny cells and feeling a palpable sense of despair that once filled the air. Tales of ghostly sightings and eerie sounds add an extra layer of intrigue, keeping the legend of Alcatraz alive. The real story of why nobody definitively escaped Alcatraz lies not just in its geography, but in the dark, unrelenting atmosphere that made the Rock a true prison of the mind. The legacy of fear, despair, and unyielding security measures created a mental barrier as daunting as the physical obstacles. Whether the Anglin brothers and Morris truly escaped remains a tantalizing mystery. But Alcatraz's real story is clear: it's not merely walls or waters that keep people trapped, but the powerful psychological chains of isolation, hopelessness, and fear. These invisible barriers made Alcatraz not just an island prison, but a timeless symbol of inescapable confinement.